A word on remakes. A copy is never as good as the original. If it's better than the original, then it changed something. If it's the same as the original, then why does it even exist? At best, you can hope to make something inspired, which is bearable, and usually you end up with something that is worse. So where does the Hindi Drishyam stand on this scale? Well, much like a 1-liter bottle of soft drink, when you already have two 2-liter bottles in the fridge, Drishyam does contain the same stuff that made the original so desirable, just less of it. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da! Ta-da! Ah yes, the plague of Bollywood ruining competent southern films continues relentlessly this week, with Drishyam being added to the list of casualties. The problem with copies is that the flaws tend to get magnified with every single remake. Since Drishyam is the last or latest in a string of remakes of a Malayalam film of the same name, which itself is an inspiration from the Japanese novel The Devotion of Suspect X, we are reaching inbred genetic freak levels as far as the flaws go. So we once again join the richest damn village cable operator in the world, played by Ajay Devgan this time around, as he LOLs it up with his suspiciously hot wife and 2 brats in a giant mansion on a huge plot of land, watching films all night and bonding with his mates in a local chai shop during the day. And when he's not doing that, he's out on shopping sprees with his brood. Either he's charging some insane rates for those illicit midnight porn broadcasts, or the man runs a secret cocaine empire. Anyway, all this family-friendly bonding is meant to store up some feelings in the audience so that it feels all the more worse when the inevitable shit hits the metaphorical fan. In this case, through a connection to the daughter, the entire family becomes the lead suspects in a suspected murder case when the son of a police official goes missing. So the humble cable operator must find his inner shenanigans in a battle of wits against the formidable police official who is the mother of the missing boy. It's father versus mother, winner keeps all. Right, let's get the good out of the way first. The plot is as stunning as it ever was, since it does keep you guessing, and unlike other murder mysteries where you can usually see the big reveal from a mile away, since we're not mentally challenged, this one tosses things up. You know what happened, you don't know how it happened, and that keeps things fresh. And Tabu is great as the mom driven crazy by love for her son, although crazy mom is becoming some sort of speciality for the woman. That's about it, really. Lack of depth can pretty much be a one-line review of this film. And things really start falling apart once the plot kicks in, since Devgan's method acting converts vulnerable and desperate into stoic and flat, and he just runs with that idea with no changes. Any edifice is only as strong as its weakest link, and Ajay Devgan fulfills that role quite handily in this one. He's supposed to be a normal middle-class fellow, but he plays the everyman on the street about as well as tossing the Kohinoor in a pile of rocks makes it into a pebble. Stories like this usually work because, without any grand world-changing events, the stakes boil down to universal concerns. Parents fighting for their respective children. In this case, everyone, well, almost everyone, can identify with it. The drama is inbuilt and does not need the various extras this film adds. The word I'm looking for is Bollywoodization. You want an example? Here is one. Why the hell is Tabu's entrance in slow motion when she's wearing a shirt one size too small? The original Malayalam film was helped massively by Mohanlal, that god of cinema, whose acting and good dialogues evened out the other flaws in the film. The Hindi version tries to mimic the Malayalam's look and feel, but it all feels strangely flat. If you're going to remake something, why not improve the flaws of the original rather than adding a whole bunch of your own? And if you can't think of anything to add, why not just dub the thing into Hindi, leaving the original performances in place? Well, some mysteries will never be solved. But if you haven't seen the original, then the plot will certainly pique your interest, just how anything seems tasty if you haven't had real food.